Yay!
We're
We are all set.
here.
We're here.
Awesome. So I am going to share my screen here. Okay. Can everybody see that?
If everyone can see it, go ahead and put it on the slideshow there.
Yes.
Yay! I love it.
Um,
Thumbs up on the
wow,
right,
I haven't presented a
on the
slideshow
Upper
right
upper
side.
upper
long
right hand
time.
corner
Yeah, you can just
slideshow.
click slideshow.
Okay.
There you go.
I am getting old. Okay, perfect. Hi, everyone. It's so good. I said in the chat, but I saw so many familiar names in there. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so excited to celebrate you. So today, like I said, is all about you and celebrating the amazing things that you've done in the last few years. So a little bit of an idea of how this event is going to run. So I am giving you the welcome right now. Pretty soon we will welcome one of our lovely families on to talk with Coach Art a little bit about their experience with the program, with the college application process, all about where they're going in the fall. And then we are going to go into a little bit of a celebration, kind of letting you all know where people are going in the fall. So we compiled a big list of schools where folks got accepted to. So I'm just going to kind of look at those and celebrate each one. And then we are going to go through and do an advice panel with a couple of students. So they're going to talk about their experience again, maybe give some advice to people who will be applying soon. Then we will have a guest speaker. And then, like Celine was saying in the beginning, we'll have our raffle and then we will close. So, again, I just want to reiterate, so incredibly proud of all of the hard work that the class of 2025 has put in. Not even over the last year, but over the last 4 years, over the last 6 years, if you were here in middle school. So just very appreciative to have been a small part of your journey and so excited for you to kind of spread your wings, I guess that's a cliche, but in the fall. So I will turn it over to Coach Art.
Yay! Okay, you guys have heard me already, but again, I'm just so excited as if I was a parent of the hundreds of students that we've helped this year. I don't know if Coach Kristen or Coach Celine, if you could put on or invite as the panelists our guest family. You can go ahead and do
Yeah.
that, and then I can go ahead and introduce them. And if the guest family is here, again, the twins, if you guys could let Coach Celine know that you are here and that
You guys might be underneath different names. If you guys can just send me a
yeah.
message
So
real
if you could send a
quick.
message real quick.
We have a lot of attendees, so I'm trying to find you
Yay.
guys.
Love it, love it, love it.
1 second.
Anyway, while we're getting that all set up, of course, and getting the guest family on, I do want to just again thank everyone. This is our first signing day, which we hope to do this every year. As everybody knows, we say signing day because May 1st is signing day, in which students will commit. What they do is it's called the SIR, where they officially send in their notice saying that yes, I am joining your school. It's always a exciting time for students because they're able to, again, after the 4 years of hard work that they've gone through, they're able to sign on the dotted line and then get and start thinking about, gosh, all of the amazing things that you would think about for colleges. It's funny because I remember doing that with my kids and having to pick out the type of, I don't know, comforter you need for your bed. I think that's a big thing. And I remember my son saying, Dad, it's got to be the color of the school. I'm like, what? Okay. So I don't remember that, but it's one of those things. And then, making that tour, having that tour with the family and going on the campus and enjoying the sights and scenes. And I know a lot of the campuses out there have amazing orientations, not only for the students but the families. So take advantage of that for those who are for those families that are on, take advantage of that, because the one thing is that to learn about the school, but then also just to celebrate, and celebrate all of the amazing accomplishments that your student has gone through. So again, greatly appreciate that. How we doing there, Celine?
I don't see them in the
In the
in
chat
the
yet? Okay.
attendees. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we go ahead and you can go ahead and reach out to them.
Yeah.
And then Kristen, why don't we go ahead and switch over to our guests, our panelists, and we can do that. And then we can get in the other family. Oops. Keep going.
Yeah,
There
that
you
sounds great. So I think one of our panelists is here at
Yes.
least. So
I
we
think both of
can-
them are. I
Oh,
think
awesome.
I saw
Awesome,
them.
awesome.
Okay. I'll promote Zara to panelists, and then Benicio. I don't see.
Zara, I think I
Benicio?
saw. And
Oh,
I saw Benicio.
I see Benicio now.
Perfect.
And I think I
Oh, I
saw
lost
Zara.
him. I lost him.
Uh-oh.
All
Benicio's
right.
in the
Everyone knows, of course, technical difficulties. This happens, but it's all good. We're here to celebrate and have fun. So
It wouldn't be a Zoom meeting if there
Benicio,
weren't
are you here? Can you send me a message? I can promote you to panelist. I saw him
Yeah.
for a second, and then he might have disconnected.
he
Uh-oh.
was there. He was definitely there.
Well, if we want to, we can just get started. And then once we find Benicio, we can bring him up as well.
Yeah. Why don't we go through why don't we go and congratulate everybody on the list of schools? So why don't we go and do that?
Okay. Perfect. So we'll do our little kind of our representation of all of the different places we're going. So class of 2025, these are the colleges that we were accepted to. And one thing to keep in mind is that this list might not be completely, what's the word I'm looking for? It might not completely encapsulate all of our students, just because a lot of them did not tell us where they were going. They kind of got accepted and got too excited to want to tell us. So, but these are the ones we know of. So obviously a lot in California. And if you're going to any of these places, feel free to throw up an emoji or something like that. We've got Cal Poly Humboldt, Pomona, SLO, Cal State Bakersfield, Chico, Fullerton, and Long Beach, Los Angeles, Monterey Bay, Sacramento, California State Channel Islands, Northridge, Chapman University, Loyola Marymount, and Pepperdine. We've also got Pitzer, San Diego State, San Francisco State, San Jose, Santa Clara University, Sonoma State, and the UCs, we've got Berkeley, Davis, Irvine, UCLA, Merced, Riverside, San Diego, Santa Barbara, Santa Cruz, University of Laverne, San Diego, University of San Francisco, University of Southern California. So those are all of our schools that we know of in California. So very, very exciting. And now kind of a little trip across the country here, across the world actually, because we've got Arizona State University, the University of British Columbia, University of Colorado Boulder, Embry-Riddle, University of Florida, University of Miami, the Georgia Institute of Technology, Boise State University, the University of Chicago, the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, Indiana University, Purdue, University of Notre Dame, Tulane University, University of Maryland, MIT, Northeastern, University of Massachusetts Amherst. And for those of you who know me, I'm a Michigander. So we also have MSU, Michigan State University, and U of M, go blue on here. University of Nevada, Reno, Rutgers University, Cornell, Fordham, Hamilton College, New York University, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, Rochester Institute of Technology, Stony Brook, University of Buffalo, Elon University, UNC Chapel Hill, Case Western, OSU, which again, as a Michigander, congratulations for being accepted. It's okay. Oregon, we've got University of Oregon, Carnegie Mellon, Drexel, Pennsylvania State, University of Pennsylvania, University of Pittsburgh, South Carolina State, Baylor, Rice, Texas A&M, Texas Christian, UT Austin, UT Dallas, University of Washington, American University, George Washington University, and University of Wisconsin. So, oh my goodness, so many amazing institutions that our students have been accepted to. Again, just reading over that list and kind of picturing the students who are going to each place, just, I don't know. It makes me a little bit emotional because I'm so very proud of each of you and
Yep.
everything you've accomplished. So so that is our list of institutions.
Congratulations. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. It's funny when we sit here and we just I thought about you said, Kristen, as being emotional. 3 or 4 years ago, we still had kind of these schools, but we never really documented them like we did here. And to see that list of amazing accomplishments from all the students, that's incredible. So why don't we go ahead and move on to our student panel? Were we able to get in connection? There's been a lot of, unfortunately, our guest family that were going to join us, they had an emergency. So unfortunately, they are not able to join us today. It's a last minute thing. We're bummed, of course, but we wish them absolute luck. If we can how are we doing there, Celine, on Benicio and Zara?
He's here. They're both
Great.
here. They're in panelists right now.
Excellent. All right. Are they the panel? Oh, yay. Look at that. Zara, hey, how you doing? And Benicio.
And one thing I will say too is if you wanted any conversation with the family that we are going to have up here, we actually have on our YouTube channel an interview with at least one of them. I wasn't sure about the other one.
Yes.
And then they were also featured on their local news station as well. So some opportunities for you to see them there as well in those spaces. So they are incredible. So make sure you go to YouTube and look those up. They're great. So we will have our student panel now. So we've got Zara and Benicio here. So very, very excited to have you both. If you just want to do a quick introduction of yourself, your name, maybe where you're going in the fall. I won't make you do a fun fact because I know that those are sometimes stressful on the spot. So if you just want to say your name and where you're going in the fall, that's totally fine.
Yeah, sure. Hi, my name is Zara. I'm going to UCLA for biology. I'm super excited. Yeah, that's who I am.
Awesome.
Hi everyone, my name is Benicio. So you say for yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, seems like Benicio is breaking up a little bit. Can you repeat that one more time where you're going?
I'm going to UCLA also for biology and genetics.
Awesome. It's still a little bit breaking up, but I heard UCLA. Wonderful. So just a couple of questions for you here, kind of about your general experience with the college application process, your experience with the coaching program, and maybe a piece of advice that you have for anybody else who might be going through this. So the first question I'll ask you is, what was the college application process like for you? And do you have any unique insights that you might share with our attendees here about what you experienced?
I think that the college process was definitely a lot going into it. I think when I was first starting as like a junior, like looking at everything that needed to get done, it was super overwhelming. And I think that the coaching here has really, really helped me organize what exactly I needed to get done and really put it into a way that was able for me to like break down and actually accomplish. I think that my advice for people going into this process is definitely start early, start really early, because it takes a lot of time you're essentially putting your entire self into an application of like, I think for the UC application, you only have like 1,400 words to like describe who you are as a person to see if you're fit for this college. And that's not a lot of words when you come down to it. And getting started early and like, being able to get all the ideas out there and then work on what's the best one really will help you so much. And then also know that like it's a process. It takes a lot of time. There is like your first draft won't be good, your second draft won't be good. Like it's going to take a while before you like really are able to encapsulate who you are into like a 350, word essay.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's something that we talked about a lot, I know, during essay season, is that 350 words might seem like quite a bit when you're first starting, but then you realize how much you really have to put into each of those. And it's like, oh my gosh, I could write 700 words easy, no problem. And it's like, no, you have to cut that in half. So very, very good. Benicio, how about you? What was your experience like with the college application process? And do you have any insights you'd like to share?
Pretty. Can you hear me?
No.
Hello? I'm so sorry. I don't know if you can hear me, but I think my number one tip would just be to like be open to asking for help. I think there's a lot of great resources with college admission secrets. One of the best ones for me was the Google form that we could use where all the coaches would like look at our essays and give us feedback. That was really helpful, especially in crunch time where there was applications due really soon and I needed extra help on my supplements, my essays. Because honestly, I think that is one of the most like important parts of your college application. Um, Obviously start early. Like there's just essays in general are I'd say like the hardest part about a college application. Which are my main thing at College Secrets. There's so many coaches here for you guys to use, and they're all so nice. And I just think it's like a great resource. And I wish I also used it more, but I can like tell other people or tell people like people other classes that or I can hope for them to use it too. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. And actually we heard all of that. So that was good. Thank you so much. So tell me a little bit about what it was like. I know one of the most difficult parts a lot of the time during the application process isn't necessarily the part where you're turning them in, but it's the waiting part. So what was it like what did you feel like after you finished turning in applications?
I I think that everyone should take this advice. I did my best to keep it out of my mind once I turned it in. I was like, at at that point, you've done like everything that you possibly can. You've made all the, you this is your whole last 4 years and you've done everything you can and just like do your best to like not think about it. Focus, like maybe go out more with your friends after, like you've done all this work and stuff. And then also, this might be a little bit controversial, but I personally would not talk about it with your friends because I was kind of lucky my friend group wasn't as, like they had like different paths set out for them, but I had a few friends who were like also with a lot of kids who wanted to go to some, some really prestigious colleges, and it kind of talking about it more kind of hurt them because it kind of like made space for some hurt feelings. So I would say put it out of your head, have some fun, focus on your schoolwork, just like, enjoy the rest of your senior year. That's what I would say.
Awesome. And Benicio, what about you?
Yeah, I think Zara really said it really well. I think it's just important to enjoy the last parts of your senior year because there's not going to be another time in your life like it. Like, enjoy your time with your friends. Um, for me also, like I started like getting excited about college, just like looking into life. I went to a couple like colleges where I knew I had friends to like see what their life was like before. Um, and also that's also really good advice about not telling people. I didn't tell people at all where I was applying really, except for like my family and my closest friends, because I didn't want there to be like hard feelings later on with like acceptances or whatever. But I think it should be really like a personal journey. And yeah, I just like enjoy your your last part of senior year.
Awesome. Yeah. Very, very good advice. I think, and that's one thing, there's a cliche that I learned when I was in school, and it's all about comparison being the thief of joy. So if you're excited about where you're going, don't let anybody else take that joy away from you, because just the act of going for education or going for higher education is such a huge thing in and of itself. So feel joy, celebrate yourself, hype yourself up. The last question I will ask you is, what was it like trying to decide where to go in the fall?
For me, it was kind of a difficult decision. I was between a few UCs, and I think that what I really thought about was like where I would be happy the most, and also like the community of people that I was gonna be with. Like I really chose UCLA because every single person who I know that goes there is just such a passionate and like a passionate person, and they really care about what they do, and they care about like everything in their life, their activities, their friends and stuff. And I think that that's something that I really wanted to bring into my life. And then also I I did a lot of the like things like, okay, what location do I want to go in? What sort of like, do I want a big city? Do you want a small city? I think that's all very important. And then also like going to the campus and actually seriously seeing everything. I also watched a lot of TikToks and YouTube videos about like, oh, the day in my life of like a UCLA student, or the day in my life of a UC San Diego student, and just like all those things to sort of see like actually what does life like. And then also I talked to a lot of my friends to be like, okay, what is your like, this person goes here, what is your thoughts about this? This person is in my major. And then also like hearing about the different programs at UCLA. Like I'm super interested in sports medicine, and they have a really, really amazing sports med program that I'm hoping to get into. So like all those sort of factors, like weighing everything out, that's kind of what helped influence my decision to go to UCLA.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, I think we lost Benicio, but I just wanted to say, thank you so much for taking the time to come up and talk with us, Zara. You have been really phenomenal. I know I speak for a lot of the other coaches as well, but I have so enjoyed working with you, chatting with you, staying caught up on what's going on and all that good stuff. So just appreciate you and your hard work so much.
Thank you guys so much. Like seriously, you've been so helpful to me, and I've loved working with every single one of your coaches. Like it's been such an amazing experience. So thank you so much.
Congratulations, Zara.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. And so Coach Art is actually going to speak with a student as well. We have Prashant here, so I will hand it over to Coach Art.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Again, I am beaming. Like, you can't see my heart pounding here, because so amazing for our students here. But I have the opportunity to interview here Prashant. So Prashant, first of all, why don't you give a little bit of introduction of who you are?
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Prashant Vad. I'm going to be attending UC Berkeley this fall.
Go Bears.
Go Bears, yeah. A couple things about me is I love to hang out with my friends. I play the violin, and one of my hobbies includes gardening. So, yeah.
Gardening. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So Prashant, I know we kind of talked with the students, but I want to give you a little bit. So a question for you. When you were going to start this process, right? What was your mindset? What were you thinking, saying, okay, I'm going to get into this? What was that?
Right. So like some of the other students that said on this panel, I was also pretty overwhelmed with the whole college application process at the start.
Okay.
It was definitely pretty stressful because there was this whole like idea of, oh, like getting into top colleges, it's just getting like more and more competitive. But I think like one thing that kind of helped me like succeed was like starting early and kind of working with you guys when it came to like brainstorming and all that stuff. So having that mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna like meet all my deadlines, like get through with all my internal deadlines and make sure that like I'm on top of my work definitely helped me a lot in terms of the college admissions process. And I think another thing that helped me was staying genuine throughout the whole thing. I didn't really want to like paint myself as someone I was not in the college application process. I want to be true to myself because if a college is taking me for someone I'm not, then I don't think I'd be a good fit there.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, everybody, I hope all the people that are listening heard what Prashant said, because it's so very true. I keep saying this. Don't try to figure out what the reader wants to hear, but tell them what you want to tell them. And it's absolutely true. Be true to yourself, because they're going to admit you based on what you put on that paper. And if it doesn't match, then you may have a difficult time at that school. So Prashant, I'm curious. First of all, everyone is they're like, what is he gonna major in? So what are you majoring at Berkeley?
I'm going to be studying data science.
Data science. Okay. It's not, I don't know. It's not very popular. I'm just kidding. One of the most popular, data science, computer science, probably very daunting, because we always say, that's one of the most highly impacted majors. What are some things that you did, okay, that are kind of in line with data science? Because I'm sure there's a lot of families and students out there that are interested. What are the things that you did?
Yeah. So I guess like one thing a lot of families or a lot of people have expressed to me when they ask this question is, a lot of people say like data science is such a new major, so there's like not really much you can do.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's true. There's quite actually a lot of things that I was able to do that line up with data science, one of which being hackathons. So for me, I feel like one of my unique parts of my application was competing in hackathons and actually like talking about like the projects I built. So
Okay.
by competing in hackathons, like I talked about how I was able to like improve my skills, win awards for like the impactful projects I made. So that was kind of like the coding side. Another thing that I did was an internship with the startup company. And through that internship, I actually was able to do kind of like what a data analyst would do, basically almost shadowing a software engineer slash like data analyst. So I would work with data sets, kind of like analyze like what they would like, kind of the work they would give me, and like kind of look at the data sets and do stuff like that, kind of like filling in the shoes of what a data analyst would do after college. And lastly, I think the biggest thing that I helped do was personal projects. Personal projects, especially when it came to the coding, definitely like kind of gave me an edge in the college application process, because you're kind of like putting your own like ideas into what you want to build, and you're able to kind of present that. So I think those three things all together, very coding focused, kind of helped me do like data science extracurriculars.
Okay, so I'm gonna flip this now, Prashant, because some people are like, "Oh gosh, I got to do all this data science." What is one thing that you did that is not related to your major?
Yeah. One thing that I didn't do that was related to my major was student government, or ASB.
Okay.
I think like for me, like I was able to kind of show and showcase my leadership experience by kind of serving my like my student government for the last 4 years. And by doing that, I was able to like get a lot of like opportunities that were very unique to student government. For example, one of the most cool opportunities I had as an ASB member was got to help with the hiring process of two of our current assistant principals. So just kind of doing stuff that gives back to my school and kind of like showcasing that I'm involved in my community also helped me.
Okay. What is one thing that, kind of going into this process, that you had a misconception about? Like you thought, oh, this is really what it is. And then going through the process, you're like, oh my gosh, that wasn't true at all.
I think the biggest thing that I think I already mentioned it, but like the biggest thing that I went into, like the biggest misconception I had was kind of like writing your application for what the admissions officers want to see and not who you are. I think kind of initially when I was writing my essays, like actually funny story, like one of the first essays I tried writing was about music. And I remember I had this conversation with Coach Art, and I told him like, I know music is a very used topic in college admissions. So like, should I even consider writing it because so many students talk about it? And Coach Art was the one who told me, if you're genuine and passionate about music, you should write about it, because it's not going to be what they want to see. It's going to be who you are that they see. So
Yeah,
that was probably the biggest misconception I had that quickly was debunked, and it helped open my eyes in like what the college admissions process really was.
it makes me so proud. So what was the biggest kind of stressful part of the whole thing?
I would say the most stressful part, honestly, for me wasn't even the application writing process. It was test scores for me. Like the
Test.
standardized tests, and kind of like making sure that like,
Oh,
oh, like I need to get my test scores up, or like that was also kind of like a misconception that, oh, you need like that perfect SAT to get into these top colleges. But at least for me, like for some moments of my like college application process, I was pretty stressed about my test scores.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you the last question here. Okay. You are now talking to millions of students out in the universe here.
Yeah.
And you have to give one piece of advice on, you know, again, the whole process, right? What is Prashant's universal tip in being successful at this process?
I would say start early and be yourself. I really can't say it enough. Being
Okay.
yourself will do more good to you than harm, because if you're really showcasing who you are, you'll have that edge on other people, because every person is unique. Every person has a story to tell. You just have to find it. And once you're able to do that, if you're able to stay on top of your work, start early and make sure you're nailing all those essays, getting them checked by whoever it is, and having an open mind throughout the whole thing, you'll be successful.
Well, again, Prashant, as if you were my own son, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. Go
Thank you so
Bears.
much. Go
UC
Bears.
Berkeley is an incredible school. I will tell you, for everybody that's out there, we worked with Prashant for probably about a couple of years now. Is that correct, Prashant?
Yeah, like a
I
year
think
and a
about a
half.
couple of years.
Yeah,
Yeah, a year and a half. And I remember you starting, and I do remember the question when you said, "Hey, what should I really be doing this?" And I remember your hesitancy.
yeah.
But now, looking at you a year and a half later, I mean, you're beaming, you are confident, like what we talked about, right? And we said,
Yeah.
hey, be confident about yourself, be confident about who you are, what you're doing. And I just feel so proud that you're going to do amazing things. And I know all of the things that you've accomplished so far, but it's going to be incredible, at Berkeley. And you're going to be amongst, incredible individuals that will really push you towards your future. So congratulations, Prashant. Go Bears. And I will tell you, go get them, man, because I know you're going to do it.
Thank you so much, Coach Art. And thank you, Egelloc team, for having me.
Yeah, awesome. All righty. Woo! Signing day. Coach Kristen. Oh, okay, there you go.
Surprise!
Am I the guest speaker? I'm the guest speaker. Okay, everybody. Yes, I'm the guest speaker. So I'm going to go ahead and I did want to give a little bit of a message to those who are listening. This goes out to all of the class of 2025, those who are here, those who are not here, students that are, planning and finishing up their studies and everything else and planning to graduate and moving that little tassel over from their graduation. So please give me a little bit of time here, but to the class of 2025, we live in unprecedented times with so many opportunities, but with those opportunities come new challenges to face. With the advent of new technology like AI, that's going to springboard us to new advancements and realities. Our governments and leaders struggling and fighting to retain their own pieces of land and humanity. Environmental changes that affect the air, the oceans, and the earth that we cherish. The one game changer in all of this is you. You are the ones that will lead us into the next phase of evolution as a society and as human beings. You are the dreamers, the builders, the philanthropists, the athletes, the artists, the peacemakers, the disruptors, the future fathers and mothers, and most importantly, our future. When I was thinking about writing this speech, I thought of the years that we have been working together, and what came to mind were the many phrases that I have used and adopted to convey how to be successful in your college admissions journey. And I would really love to share them with you and remind you of them today. So my first one, and everybody knows it, is dig deep. Don't be superficial. Challenge yourself to be more than you are today. Be introspective and find the essential qualities, thoughts, and inspirations and motivations that make you who you are, and hold on to them. Be true to yourself and the others, and don't forget where you came from. Second, slap the reader in the face. Okay, be bold and announce to the world who you are right from the start. Now, of course, I'm not advocating violence, but this is a call to you to let you encounter the world and to let them know who you are. Don't wait for the world to give you what you need. Go out and take it and let your voice be heard loud, proud, and most importantly, with purpose and integrity. The third, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So don't be afraid to take chances. If you fail, fail fast. But don't even accept the mindset that failure is a negative thing. Shift that mindset that if the result is not something you expected, then use that as a means to reassess, learn, and grow and try again. Think of failure as a stepping stone to future success. Now, I love one of these phrases. I use it for my own, is plan the work and work the plan. Be strategic in the way you live your life. Okay. Take risks, but calculated risks. Do a little work to understand the terrain that is in front of you. Determine the possible pitfalls. Come up with a contingency actions. And remember that you can only control what you do, but you do have the ability to influence what others do. So take that plan and step forward boldly, knowing that you can execute your plan with confidence. Okay, here's another one. How do you eat an elephant? Well, of course, I keep saying this to people and they're like, what are you talking about, Coach Art? Well, one piece at a time. When things seem to be big and life is too overwhelming, don't try to conquer the world or even your first college class all at once. Take it one step at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 second at a time. Eat that elephant one piece at a time, and you will eventually finish and definitely be full, okay? Another one that I don't use as much, but I have used it before is, how does a diamond get made? Well, a diamond gets made through time and pressure. Know that it will take time to get where you are. You will experience setbacks, heartache, and pain, but be patient and embrace the suck, as I say, embrace the suck, because eventually that time and pressure will result in something strong and beautiful. Not that the final phrases that I want you to leave with here, okay? And I have these couple of phrases that have come from our company values, and I believe they rightly apply to your journey that you are about to embark on. So for Egelloc, our first number one value is do the right thing always. Live your life with integrity and honesty, and treat others as you would want to be treated, with love, respect, and compassion. When you are faced with a dilemma and feel like you don't know what to do, fall back on who you are and your values. And as hard as it is to do the right thing always. Number two, win big. Take your shot and don't look back. You know, on average, our human life expectancy is roughly 79 years, which equates to approximately 28,854 days, 692,496 hours, and 41,549,760 minutes, or 2.5 billion seconds. We only have a finite set of number of seconds in our lives. Use those seconds well and win big. Number three, be brave. Face your fears and don't let them dictate your life. You know, one of the most favorite quotes comes from a movie called Rocky Balboa. And Rocky Balboa, he says, the world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very rough and mean place, and it'll beat you down on your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. So you, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life, but it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Lastly, third, be brave. Okay, make sure you be brave. And lastly, continuously improve. Don't settle for where you are right now. There is always something you can improve in your life. Keep striving to be 1% better than you are today. Move forward and continuously improve every day. So, to the class of 2025, on behalf of the staff at Egelloc, we thank you for committing to our process and doing all of that hard work. We are so honored that you are allowed us to be part of your amazing college journey. We congratulate you on your achieving amazing achievements. And we really look forward to seeing what incredible human beings you'll become in the future. So good luck. Enjoy college, and don't forget to check in once in a while with us. Okay, you did it. You did it in high school. Now go do it into the world, and go ahead and get it done. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Art, for those lovely, lovely words of wisdom. And I think you hit it right on the head there with all of those different phrases. They're things that we've heard throughout our journeys here, and I don't think they've ever been all as true as they are in this moment. So thank you. Thank you. Our next event is going to be our raffle. So I will turn it over to Coach Celine. And as a little bit of background, as a thank you to our seniors who, gave us all the information and talked with us on their way out, we entered those individuals into a raffle for a new MacBook. So Coach Celine will be kind of over that process. So I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah. All right, everyone. It's the moment you guys all been waiting for. I know this is why you're really here. But of course, we're here celebrating our seniors graduating and going on to the next chapter in life. Props to you guys. You guys have worked hard. You guys deserve everything you guys are getting. So we're going to kick off this MacBook raffle. I did get some sign-ins from our seniors. Those that are participating in our raffle is due to them doing the exit interview, like what Coach Kristen said. And you must be present in this event to win. So I will be rolling in front live, and then if they are not here, we're gonna go ahead and
should we check one more time, Celine, just in case? I got everybody.
Oh, I was checking really while you guys were going through your thing. Yeah, but there are names that are not present here as well. However, I just want to keep it fair. Those that are all here, I'm gonna shuffle this a couple times. These are names within our raffle. Some people are not here, so we're gonna keep rolling until one of them is present.
All right.
Hey, that's enough shuffles. I'm gonna shuffle a couple times, and then we'll go ahead and spin.
Oh
Let's
my
see
gosh,
who's
here we
gonna walk
go.
away
It's
with
exciting.
a new MacBook for their new fall class.
Is there a
Benicio. Oh, wait, maybe not. Benicio.
Oh, Benicio. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Benicio. That's amazing.
Yeah, I will be in contact with you. Don't dip out of Egelloc just yet. I'll be emailing or texting you to get some information from you, but congratulations. And then I'll work with you to get your MacBook sent to you, okay?
Awesome. All right. Take us out, Coach Kristen.
Congratulations, Benicio. That's amazing. Very, very excited for you to be able to bring that new MacBook to UCLA this fall. So excited for you. And basically in closing, I think Coach Art said it all best. So I really don't have anything to add to that, but I did say it in the chat. Please, please stay in touch. I will be very sad if you don't. I want to hear all about how things are going. Wherever you're going in the fall. And like on Coach Art's slide, no matter where you're going this fall, we are so, so proud of you and the hard work and the dedication and the effort that you have put in. I was talking to Coach Celine just before this event started, and I was like, I don't know who I am, but I have tears in my eyes. This is this is really meaningful. This is awesome. So, again, just so over the moon for all of you. Stay in touch, keep going out and changing the world in just the same way that you have been over the last 4 years. And like I said, Coach Art said it all best, so I won't add anything else.
All right, everybody. Thanks a lot. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go get them. You got this. Woo. All right. Take it easy. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for coming. Good luck, class of 2025. Bye-bye.
Bye.